Arthur B. Wilder was born in Pulteney, Vermont in 1857. He was always interested in art, and as a young man, this interest led him to take a few art classes in Saratoga, New York, and enroll in the Art Students League in New York City. While living in New York, Arthur also took classes and studied under Thomas Eakins, one of the most important American artists of the 19th century. In addition to working as an artist, he augmented his income by offering drawing classes in Vermont and later at the Saratoga Athenaeum. It was while staying in Saratoga that he met Juliet McBurney Hill, the head of the Athenaeum's library. Their relationship started out as a friendship but soon blossomed into a romance, as evidenced through a series of letters that the two exchanged. In 1889, the two were married and moved to Woodstock, Vermont. It was in Woodstock that Wilder purchased the old Eagle Hotel building that stood on South Park Street for the newly formed Woodstock Hotel Company. With the railway connecting Woodstock to White River Junction and from there to cities like Boston and New York, Woodstock was fast developing into a tourist town, and the old Eagle Hotel was deemed inadequate to meet the needs of the area's new clientele. Construction soon began for a new Victorian-style Woodstock Inn that was completed in 1892, replacing the earlier structure on the site. With the completion of the new inn, Arthur joined the inn staff, and 5 years later, in 1897, he became the new manager, a position that he held until 1938. During his tenure as manager, he was known for the care that he showed guests to the inn, including ensuring that each guest was offered a hot meal upon arrival, regardless of the time, day or night, that the guest arrived. Despite having a full-time job as the manager of a large hotel, Arthur still found time to paint. In fact, he displayed many of his paintings on the walls of the Woodstock Inn. He was also known to do quick paintings and give them to guests who often stayed at the inn for extended periods of time and became friends with Arthur. As much as Arthur loved painting, he also loved the outdoors and shared this interest with guests from the inn, whom he took to his home in North Bridgewater to do skiing, skating, and snowshoeing. Today, as an artist, Arthur Wilder is largely remembered for his landscapes. His early works were quite realistic. However, his later paintings reflected Wilder's burgeoning interest in Impressionism. Because Arthur was so generous with his art while he was alive, his works can still be found in many collections. In addition, a large number of his sketches and paintings were left to his granddaughter, Joan Pearsons, who upon her passing bequeathed what she had of his art collection to the Lucy Mackenzie Humane Society so that it might be sold to benefit animals.